It's time for another episode of The Get Up. What's the Get Up? It's a slingshot. It's a chance to pull back your day and launch you into a new adventure with encouragement, motivation, and practical actions you can apply to the goals you care about the most. Today, I want to talk about Zoom. In the last month, I've been doing a ton of Zoom calls with companies and teams. I've been helping businesses figure out how do you pivot, don't panic. Yesterday, for instance, I did a call with one of the largest retailers in the country, and it was so encouraging to hear all the things they're doing right now to change their business, to expand what they're doing online, to change their digital approach to things, and to take care of their people. I'll do a video in the future about things that I'm seeing smart businesses do to make the most of this season. Yesterday, I also did a call with a college. I spoke to a college class of seniors because they're about to graduate into a brave new world. And it was really fun to encourage them about things they can do to make the most of this season. I'll do a video about that in the future too, because I think there's a lot of college students in that same place that are trying to figure out, what do I do with this new future? You've probably done a ton of Zoom calls too. We're all doing them with friends and family members and colleagues. And I need to confess something about Zoom, not just one something. I need to share 5 Zoom confessions. You probably do too, but I'll go first. So here they are. Here are my 5 confessions about Zoom. Number 1, I spend 90% of the call staring directly at my own face. I didn't know how captivating I was until Zoom.
I look good.
I had no idea how captivating I was, but I'll look up in meetings and I'll just be staring directly at my own image, what's going on? Look at that hair. That hair it's too out of control. You can't get a haircut. It's out of control, but you need to, oh my gosh, sit up straighter. Sit up straighter. Look engaged. Don't cross your arms. That's defensive. That's a defensive posture. Smile more. You look too serious. I didn't know what a serious thinking face I have, but I'll look up in meetings. My face will be like, that's terrible. And then I'll be like, I should smile more. And then I'll just all of a sudden be like, I'm smiling. Hey, I'm a smile guy. That's what I'm doing now. I'm staring at my face. Now, I know you're on the call too, but I really only see you occasionally. Confession 2. I am 100% judging your bookshelf. I am. I want to be honest. In the rare moments when I'm not staring directly at my own face, I'm peering over your shoulder, having a look-see at your bookshelf. What do they got going on back there? What have they been reading? Anything leather-bound? Any thick books? I'm looking. I'm judging. And I've actually heard people adding books behind them to look smarter. I don't think you have to do that. Don't feel that pressure. I do think that you should probably take down the piece of driftwood that you bought in 30A along the coast of Florida that says live, laugh, love. I think you should probably take that down and throw it in a furnace. Not today, Karen. Not today. Confession 3 for Zoom. If we freeze up for 30 seconds, I just try to wing it. From that moment on, I'm going to wing it. You ever get hit with that unstable connection and it's just frozen and it's the worst? And if it happens and you don't notice, I just try to guess what you were saying. I just try to fill in the blanks to the best of my abilities. I'm like, I think I got half of those words. I can probably make it out. Or if I can't figure it out, I'll just say something like, yeah, huh? Yeah, okay, that's interesting. Or I'll go, that's a good question. Let me think about that. Or sometimes I'll just go, right? And I did that the other day. And I just said, right? And the person said, right back. And I realized that they had asked me a very long, very detailed question that I had completely not heard. And we just stared at each other for 40 seconds until I finally had to say, I have to admit, I don't know what you just said, but it sounds pretty serious and like something I should ask you to repeat. I'm just going to wing it. That's my confession. Confession number 4. I warn my family that I'm about to be on a Zoom call like I'm on mission control trying to land Apollo 13. Before I do a call, I give my entire family the most serious warning about what I'm about to do. I go, hey, I'm about to Zoom, okay? This is serious. This is serious business. I'm about to Zoom. I'm talking to a client. Don't use the bathroom downstairs. that sounds like an air raid horn in the pipe for 60 seconds after you flush it at 2 p.m. That bathroom, off limits. That's a real sentence I said to a child recently. The hardest person to warn about Zoom, though, is my wife's 90-year-old grandfather. Like, try to tell a 90-year-old that you're about to do a Zoom virtual call with like the cloud. And let me know how that goes. I might as well be explaining the Jetsons to him. Like, hey, I'm about to get into my flying car. Like, I have a hoverboard I'm going to get into with my robot maid. So if you could be real quiet at 2 o'clock, that would be very helpful. I swear that in the background of half of my calls, if you look, you can see Grandy just slowly passing, just slowly walking through. Because a 90-year-old, like, dude, a 90-year-old does not care about your Zoom call. Confession 5, I've quit trying to be funny. I've just quit. That's my confession. I've quit trying to be funny.
There was a time when I found myself funny, but today you have proven me wrong.
Humor is nearly impossible on a Zoom call, because what happens is you say something quick in a meeting. Like in a real meeting, if you say something quick and funny, people hear it and they can react. You say it in a Zoom call, and all of a sudden the camera shifts to you, the video shifts to you and lights you up, and nobody heard it. And then the leader of the meeting goes, hey, did somebody just say something? And then you go, no, it was nothing. It was nothing. You go, no, what did you say? Like, I cut you off. Say it again. And you go, no, it wasn't, it was just a joke. And then they go, I like jokes. Like, tell us your joke, jokey joke person. And you go, when Mark said that sales are down, I said, we should go into the toilet paper business, because I thought it was funny in my head, but it's not funny on Zoom. So I'm just going to go dig a hole in my backyard and crawl into it, if that's okay with everybody. Like, humor doesn't work on Zoom. I'm out. I confess I'm quitting trying to be funny on Zoom. Now, I know there are probably more confessions. Those are just 5. I could probably list a few more I've missed. And I'd love to list them out, but I need to go do a Zoom call with a client where I'm going to stare directly at my own face and just think, oh, look at that guy in the black sweater. He wants to say a joke. He's so desperate to say a joke. Don't do it. Don't do it. Those are my Zoom confessions. I'd love to hear yours in the comments below. So tell me, what's the funniest thing that's happened to you on Zoom? What's the silliest thing? Who's walked into the background? What's something that's happened to you? I'd love to hear your Zoom confessions too. Thanks for watching this episode of The Get Up. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. Thank you so much.